Yeah, and then I was like, I'm going to move to California.
When did you decide that? Like, what gave you the push, the final push? You had enough tadpoles, I'm guessing.
I had enough frogs, tadpoles, cutting meat, running in the burn. No, I told anybody that would listen when I was a child, I'd be like, I'm going to live in California. I'm going to move to, I always said I was going to live in California, and I kind of knew it was going to be LA, anyone that would listen. And then right at college age, I was like, I applied to drama school right out of university. I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to work in an office. I was like, I'm a performer. And so I was doing a lot of extra work on TV.
In Los Angeles?
In Scotland.
Oh, okay.
This is still in Scotland.
Yeah.
I was doing a lot of extra work. And then I was like, I kind of want to do this.
All local stuff?
Yeah, like shows in the UK, like Glasgow
great.
shows. Yeah. And so then I was like, I'm going to go to drama school. So I applied for all these drama schools, and then I got in and I was like, why would I put myself through school again? And I had an opportunity to come out, which was like a weird fluke through a family member. And I came out and I visited, and I was only supposed to stay for 3 days. Yeah. I had gone to Hawaii to visit a family member, and I was only supposed to stay for 3 days. And then I ended up staying for 3 weeks, went, I'm going back out there, saved a bunch of money, came back out within the year, and I've stayed.
Wow, I haven't left since.
I've gone home because I'm legal. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, I've met them all. So Elle in LA, when you first got here, tell us about when you planted your flag.
When I planted my flag in the gold rush of 18, whatever. I came here actually as a singer. I came out initially as a vocalist, and I had a management company that were sponsoring me. And I was working on an album, and then just like, I don't know, just morphed. It was like, I was doing session singing, and then I was doing, like some album work for people. And then I ended up getting into voiceover.
With the music, did you work with anyone kind of interesting or bump into or perform outside the session? Did you like do any like performances places?
Yeah, I've played the Henry Fonda Music Box was kind of a fun one. Yeah, I did like a charity event there. What else? Well, so this was an interesting one. I did, as I was sort of transitioning into voiceover, I got cast as an acorn. Yeah,
the actual
acorn. I was a character as an acorn, and she sang, right. So and we did an album, and so I walked into the studio, and they're like, "Oh, and this is Richard Sherman. He's the composer." Wow. Richard Sherman, as in It's a Small World, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Jungle Book,
Wow.
So Richard Sherman was the composer. So I did an album that was basically written by Richard Sherman, and then we had a screening for that project, and one of the ladies that was married to one of the producers at the time was Steven Spielberg's like personal assistant.
Okay.
And so she was like, well, why don't you guys come to the Amblin compound? So we had a piano in the Amblin compound with Richard Sherman playing the piano, I'm singing. And then at one point she's like, does anybody want to come up to Steven Spielberg's office? And I was like, I'll go. And so I sat in his chair, and this was like within 6 months of moving there. So I definitely thought I had, that was it. I was, there was no going back from this.
It's fun.